Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. How the devil is everybody? Welcome on in as we return to Rubicon. All that is required now. Do a quick bit of social mediaing, as you do. Keep thinking, how the hell are my pets there? I've just logged in. And of course, it's because I am Slayer Droid Morphed. Let us go to the live screen. There we go. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. You're in like Flynn tonight. Very quick. Good stuff. There we are. Right, I'm going to do a quick bit of social mediaing. Yes. Yes, we are. Go, there's one done. I'll just do the book face as well. And then we should be good, I think. It would make more sense, certainly. Post in there. And we'll go in there. Still fine. Steam. Yeah, it's been playing a bit more Dead Space. I have completed the game. And then I started New Game Plus because I just thought it'd be hilarious. Because starting the game with like really good armor and weapons is a bit nuts. But we did it anyway. Am I a little bright down there? I looked okay before. Okay, I guess. Hair's still mad as ever. Yep, hair's still completely bonkers. Right, okay, no arbiter apparently. People are telling me. Kind of a bummer. Gamel 11111. Welcome to the stream. Not in the pub tonight, or are you going out in a minute? Druxius, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? And now he has the new Slayer. It comes in black. No family got the lurgy. Oh, God. You got the lurgy. No one wants the goddamn lurgy. George Glass, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Oh, I got an email. Yeah, just weirdly with Dead Space. MSI Afterburner doesn't run. Runs on every other game. But not that. There's a weird bug with Discord. Oh, I've just used my last first aid thing. I should go and buy more. Whereby it slows your memory speed down. There is a way to fix it. It's quite easy. But yeah, if it's running, it sets your memory clock down by 200 megahertz for some reason. It hadn't done it to me, but there is a fix for it anyway. You can see there, mine still at 7500, so... what do we want? 878. And treatment. Just make sure I haven't got anything running. Okay. Yeah, will do. There we go. Yeah, if you want to fix it, then video profile inspector. Up here, go. Discord. It'll find it. Then under common, there. CUDA Force P2 state. Just switch that to off. Apply changes. Fixed. That's it. It doesn't do it anymore. So how is everyone doing? How was the rest of everyone's weekend? I did an impromptu stream on Sunday. It wasn't on this guy. It was Dead Space. I scared myself silly and then complained about it. Oh, got emails. How's in-game emails? How long have I spent playing? Go home, Steam, you're drunk. Oh, there you go. 26. I think I finished it in about 20 hours. I died a lot, though. Scared the Arbiter away as well. Was it that scared? Pet buff. Ooh. And that was from... High Gain. Again, Trimmer. Thank you very much. So pet buff is aggression subsystem. Level from 155. Oh, it is the higher one. Add all off. 338. Nice. Give you the bigger buff. So no Arbiter this week again. Come on, Funcom. It's simple. You know what they need to do? Just remove the no Arbiter week and just leave him up permanently. That's what they should do. And then they don't have to worry about it. Then he'll just be up all the time. There'll be no null week. There's always going to be an Arbiter. And just cycle the mission he gives up. That's it. That is grab the holy dailies of doom. So yeah, we literally just got to 175 and then we could have the naughty list pet. I also got the bigger pet heal. Master's Repairs is the 10% heal, I think. Complete healing line. Complete healing for 10 seconds. Oh no, it's not that one. Okay. There's another one that's like you heal your pet for 10% of that if it's total HP. So if you trim it for HP, you've got a hell of a lot of healing power for your pets. Where can you offer me? And Mantis again, because it's relatively painless. Except when it's busy in there. It is, of course, a Aliens event week on Sunday the 4th. Let's do the old Alien Daily first. Ooh, dark in here. am I doing? Is it alien cocoons? Terminate the alien cocoons, it is. And let's trim. And let's perk. Talk box for naughty list. Siphon box for doggo. Scared the orbit away. My bottom. Yeah, it's been a weird one, that. It's, not quite sure what the issue is, but hey. I think my MA buffs have run out, you know. Should go and get some more. Like MA Mastery, Dirty Fight, the usual. More than anything, get a crit buff. Is the big one, isn't it? Not sure what today's login reward is. I think it was buffing armor, inverted commas. Well, it is, you know, for Froobs and Lobies. Nova Dylan. I remember people were very excited about that armor in the early days. When it first came out, it was like, ooh. But when you look at it now and go 9 to intelligence and stamina, it's quite nice. And 5 to piercing. You know. That's actually doing a bit of damage now. Good to see. Need to redo a few buffs as well. Probably go for a better reflect, I think. And of course the game is still running at ridiculous at the moment. Because of course it is. Can't believe how well Dead Space runs. I was worried about it because there was a lot of people saying, oh, you know, the latest one they did, the Callisto one, runs like ass, basically. It's because they've not pre-cached the shaders, so when something new loads, the game has to cache the shaders for it, so you get lots of stuttering. Whereas the Dead Space game, when you first start the game, it says compiling shaders, and then it sits there for quite a while doing it. I mean, it took about 4 or 5 minutes on my system, and that's with this processor and an NVMe drive, so that's quite I mean, that's best case scenario kind of for that kind of number crunching. But, you know, once it had done it, then the game itself runs great. Everything on Ultra, ray tracing on, and, you know, very smooth. Borderlands is the same with Tiny Tina loading shaders. Really? Is it a similar engine? What's that engine? The Dead Space is the Frostbite engine, isn't it? I want to see how Unreal 5 runs. Unreal 4 runs awesome on this rig now. A lot of devs are saying, oh, you know, Unreal 5 is what we're going to be using for our games going forward. So I'm kind of like, oh, how well is it going to run? You know. Healerson, welcome to the stream. No clue, but it says loading shaders at every startup. Ah, so it's not Yeah, it's obviously not doing a big one at the beginning and then calling it done for whenever else you start the game. I did have a thing enabled in Steam as well, which is enable shader caching. I usually leave that on because having them pre-done is, you know, quicker than faffing around with them at a later date. And I've got oodles of space on that system drive anyway, so... Mission complete here. Let's go back and get a couple of extra buffs as well. I think I've got that Tiny Tina. Is that Borderlands 3? That was free on Epic ages ago. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Was that? I thought that was an expansion for Borderlands 2. Quite a funny one. I watched Gopher and Quarico play that with a couple of other people. And they were just laughing their heads off at, you know, Tiny Tina's narration through it and that. But from what I've heard, the best Borderlands is in fact Borderlands 2, so... It'll be an oldish game now, that, I guess. I wonder when that came out. But in terms of how good of a game is it, you know, how fun is it, how engaging is the story and characters? Apparently, yeah, Borderlands 2, they just really ticked all the boxes with that. To be fair, I feel like they got a lot of things right with this Dead Space remake. They really did. There's Digital Foundry did like you know, how the game was modified and changed, not just the engine but the design of the game, the skill system, you know, how you can progress through different stages of it and how you can go back and forth inside the ship and make it feel, and then the scale in the ship they fixed as well. So we got Return and oh, Interception. I've not had that for a while. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun watching Gopher and Quarico and I think Red Dragon, maybe, and another person all play it together. It was quite funny. They were laughing all the way through at this because Tiny Tina narrates it and stuff, and it's just silly the way she does it. You know, it just is funny. You'd like that new one then, I imagine. I don't know. I've never played it. I've only seen it played, but I've got Borderlands 3 was like a freebie on Epic at one point. So like my thing with Epic is if the game's free, I'll grab it. Now we have to cancel our morph. Oh, you bought it on Steam? Well, at least it's on Steam. Steam is quite unintrusive when it comes to, you know. You and George finally got married in game. No. Skix 3050. Hello friends, what up? Sea Dog. Arr. No, this Vulpu gifted me the flying car because it's quicker going through Shadowlands in it. And it actually is rather quick, I have to say. Yeah, it becomes a land vehicle, but it gives you 1,000 run speed, which is kind of cool, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Lady Sky Cannon, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Yeah, I think it's... Run speed 1,000, so yeah, it gives you 1,000 boost in Shadowlands. Obviously you can't fight while you're in it, but you can get across Shadowlands a lot quicker. You know, 1,000 is most definitely noticeable. What Sims is your Engi using? A few of the ones you gave me, I think. Hasn't got the persistings and that in yet, they're a little too high. Oh, might be able to do the growing though. I've already done the growing. Vigorous right arm. Ooh, a bit high on treatment yet. Persisting waste. Yeah, they're good. I just, yeah, I need to get past my level caps, I think. The ear would be a good idea, but again, yeah, 1406 in treatment, and we're at... Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. You have some beaters on your MP. Oh, well. If you don't think you're going to need them in the future, then yeah, sure. But, you know, I can get hold of beaters. Remember, it does have creds. Alright, Interception is wait on the path and kill the NPC that comes running down it. This is the road they come in on here, I think. They just sat in the bank, not doing anything. I trim you again. And doggo, I trim you. There you go. Yeah, so the NPC can be anywhere down this road. Yeah. Lag. Yeah, so Dead Space was a lot of fun to play. There was a couple of bits of it that did annoy me a tiny bit. But I can see why they were put there as part of the story, but the thing is, if you fail that part and die, then you have to sit through them again. You're going, oh, come on, and then you start picking apart the cutscene, don't you? I mean, the cutscenes are rendered in-game, but then your character's just like lying on the ground watching it all happen, and you're going, wait, no, come on, Isaac. After all the monsters you've dealt with at the speed with which you've dealt with them, surely you'd kick the arse out of them. But then you go, oh, it's going to be hard as soon as I reload. So instead of opening the door, I'm going to run back, buy some extra med kits, and, you know... You start gaming the game, so it kind of takes you out of the horror aspect a bit. It's not scary because you're playing a game again, if you know what I mean. But apart from that, I thought it was a brilliant game. It ran great for me, but, you know, I am running it best case scenario, aren't I? I'm on a very fast drive, shiny new system with latest processor, RAM, you know, so, and a pretty decent graphics card. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. Many shinies, yeah. So it is, I mean, it's up there. It is a new, powerful system. In a year's time, everything will be bigger, better, faster, more. But hey, what can you do? The last time I upgraded was 10 years previous, so it's done, well, more than 10 years, in fact. My system was 10 years old in August 2012, so. I'll tell you what though, Zoop, the new processors, they run AO real well. I think it's just instructions per clock. Just eats AO, you know. I can even get through the likes of, you know, alien raids on the new engine, and it's still playable, whereas before it was just completely unplayable. An ICC where frame rates are no longer go to die. Still gets, you know, between high 40s and 60 FPS in ICC, which is nuts. No sign of our runnist. Head back the other way. And I will probably get a 40 series graphics card this year. Maybe the 4070, I don't know yet. RIP FPS. Well, you can see it here. You know, I get the same performance on the new engine that I used to get on the vanilla engine. Pretty much. On the vanilla engine now, I use DG Voodoo, and it's permanently like at 200 frames a second. It's silly. Using AO Sharp. I don't touch such things. And too many naughties being done with AO Sharp, so I don't get involved. Yeah, I don't think that Funcom approves of that one. Mission Buddy and, you know, things like that. And my tweaks to the engine to make it run better, sure, but not that one. Thing is, the game's been around 20 years. It's been reverse engineered more than a dozen times by now. A lot of people doing very dickish stuff with AO Sharp, so I just don't want to get involved with it. And trying to help the game with it. How do you help the game with it? I'm genuinely curious. I can see how it helps players, from what I understand of it, but like now. Made a GMI and mail manager so you don't have to sit at GMI for 40 minutes. What, as in, what, waiting for an order to process on GMI, or? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, you can do that with it, but then someone will come along and do something very naughty on GMI with it. Aha! Is courier. I'm sorry, but my mission is to stop you. Yeah, people do a lot of very, very naughty stuff, so. And the downside of this mission, it flags you. It's annoying. And then completes So you can't even go and get rid of the flag by whizzing back. One of those annoying ones. Where you're like, wait a minute. Yomoko Heta here. Welcome to the stream. How the devil are you doing? Yeah, if there's any shenanigans, you know me, I don't get involved. I'm like, no. Careful, Kalos, dude. You know, that's me. Yeah, we did some of the Scheol quests just to get as far as 175, so that's kind of cool. I'm quite happy with the Annihilator Slayer. It comes in black. Yeah, I found out there's alternate endings to Dead Space, so I was like, oh, how'd you get that then? And now I'm playing it. New Game Plus is silly because you retain all the weapons you had at the end of the game, so you've got all the weapons that you've already massively upgraded, and you're playing against, you know, at the beginning at least, you're playing against, you know, the first mobs it introduces you to, so they're not the toughest, you know. So I don't quite know how it's going to proceed. We could maybe do a bit more Scheol quests, but I'm trying to think, what level are you to have to roll Inferno missions? Is it 190? It's Title 6, isn't it? Had an enjoyable time watching you while I was up in the clouds. Yeah. 190, right, okay. 170 for new ones, 190. Title 6 for the newer ones, right. So we got a little way to go before we can do any of those. Kex, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? You okay? The bloop bloop of lava. The lava looks way better on the new engine though. Gotta say. Very well, hope the same for you. Yeah, doing pretty well. No complaints. Oh yeah, I could have just gridded there, couldn't I? Oh well. Carl, we need a how the devil are you emote. Okay. I'm not sure if I've got any emote spaces left. Have a look. Standard emotes. There's one I think I could get rid of and replace it with how the devil are you. Because nobody really uses that one. I've got one animated slot left, so I could make something for that. Yeah, I'll play with that off stream because I've got to upload things and muck about and whatnot. Well, yeah, that's the way I say hello to people. So yeah. Just looking around now. Don't get rid of the fatty emo. Oh, no, no. No. Now, Fatty Balls is the original emote. Because Fatty Balls was the first Let's Build a Toon, I think. Yeah, when did Fatty Balls, when was he born? I did 500 sub special. Let's Build a Toon. So Fatty Balls entered the world. Name results. There you go. 7 years ago. Hi. Does it say that? Yeah, 7 years old Fatty Balls is now. Used to use a default font and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. Denzel William. Nice video, well explained, and it works perfectly. Thanks a lot. There we go. Thank you, and you're welcome. So much nostalgia. So much, yeah, you come this far. I haven't really come that far. I mean, you know, just make AO videos, don't I? But it's not like I've become Markiplier over 7 years, is it? But yeah, I mean, you know, I was very self-conscious when I started that, doing these. To me, you will forever be a symbol of AO. Well, thank you very much, Vulpoo. Yeah, I've done loads of other stuff. Outer Worlds, Deus Ex, the original, Black Mesa playthrough, Let's Pray. Gone went into Minecraft, I did 2 of them. Fallout. Well, a lot of old videos here. Skyrim, God knows how many of those are made. It died halfway through Rigmore of Cyrodiil. My hard drive died, I lost the save. Forgot to back it up and didn't want to go back, 16 hours of playing through the game again. Plus all the mods I had, I couldn't remember what they were, and they should have a Kalos picture on the box. Well, you want people to buy it, don't put me on it. Yeah, these were very cool. They're not my videos. They were Thaldoran made them originally, and Mortis Leet uploaded them. But he didn't make a playlist of them, so I just created a playlist. So they're not mine, but the playlist is there. So when you watch them, you're watching his channel. He's done the work and uploaded. I did want to download them all and then put them into one video, but just downloaded. Didn't you know every time you mention Deus Ex someone goes and installs it again? Not good for viewer numbers. It's such a classic game though. I remember I'd played a few different games, but then Deus Ex came out. I played the hell out of that game. I tried every ending, every possible build, and it just played it to the nth degree. It was the first game I really, really got into. And there was a bunch of us playing it as well. Played it through again last year. I think you should. I think Deus Ex, the original, you should play it once a year. It's like Portal 1, well, Portal 2 definitely. I tend to replay at least once a year. This year I'll be hoping for Portal 2 RTX or whatever. The RTX is nice, but it is punishing on your system. It ran okay on mine. It does say at the top of the page, if you're on this graphics card, use these settings. And then people complained that they couldn't play it on Max. It said, well, you're running it on settings designed for a 4090 and you're on a, I don't know, something else, you know. Right, I'm going to give myself MA buffs. Star Trek Online. I played it for a bit, but I'm not a ship kind of person. I like playing, you know, humanoid characters. More than anything. It was all right, you know. I played it for quite a while. I played a lot of the story missions and stuff. Have I not got Mark of Peril? Oh, I don't. That's a shop buyable one, isn't it? Oh, mission reward. Maybe it's on GMI. Let's go have a look. So I don't have to bump log like... Oh, maybe I've got it on another Toon, actually. Just thought then. Might have it on my Froob MA, not my mule, who is also a Froob MA. Destiny, I've never played. What I heard was it was okay, but it's sort of... isn't it sort of abandonware now? Or is that Destiny 2 or something? There was a lot of hype about the game, but then it was just a massive gear grind and whatnot, so... I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't think I can honestly give a judgment on a game I've never played based on what I've seen about it, you know, so I think it's unfair to do that. But what I've heard about it is enough to inform me that I probably don't want to play it, so... So Fatty Foo, has he got any gear? Or nanos we could buff ourselves with? Yeah, it was okay. I just got bored of the game. I enjoyed playing through the various sort of stories and stuff, but... Subconscious Guidance, Vulnerability Seeker... I just not got. Yeah, it's self only, isn't it? And Four Fists of Kali is self only. He is a Froob though, so... What was his offhand? Yeah, I've more or less got the same thing anyway on him. Yeah, I was hoping he'd have Mark Peril, but he's got... I'm sure there was a time you could get subconscious guidance, but now you can't. I mean, yeah, you can't buff it on someone else, I mean. My MA that I don't really play anymore. Testing Starbound at the moment. Yeah, I didn't know that I would like Dead Space, but I ended up really liking it. Difficult to explain why I like it, is the honest truth, but it does. It sucks you in, and it is a interesting and fun game to play ultimately, and it has got an interesting plot. The puzzles are quite interesting in it. It's very much a horror game, though. It's not a... there's no doubt in that. There's some very dark themes. I'm not sure I can even monetize it on YouTube, to be honest. I think it's too dark for that. Yeah, it deals with a lot of dark themes, you know, self-harm and you know, all that kind of stuff, so... Yeah, nah. I can give myself 1 crit buff, I think. Jinx Phalanx, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. How the devil are you? We are just mucking about buffering. I'm going to try my paid MA that I just don't play, who I kind of stripped as well. So I'm just going to quickly bump log him and see how we do. I think he's still on here. Yeah. As you can see, I was building him up for the yellow spandex. All good here? Good to see you all? Yes. Quite often I look around and chat's having its own conversation. I'm not involved. Mark of Peril. There you go. I knew at least one of my Toons had it. Yeah, I think that's all of them. And then paid nano stuff, yep. Okie dokie. Need to go back and finish him off one day, I think. My MP has the, the yellow spandex. It comes from Bruce Lee movie, doesn't it? Seem to remember. He has got some nice stuff. He does have extreme low light targeting scope. Oh, yes. Yeah, Agent has a crit buff for the same value, 11%, doesn't he? He does indeed. I could have used my Agent, but trying to do the whole MA thing with him, you know? Yay, didn't lose pets. Okay, so we got Mantis Daily. Well, let's do some more of that. Regular buffs. I should have blockers as well. Let's get those running. It's told that I look like a character from Kill Bill. Oh yeah, Uma Thurman is wearing the yellow tracksuit as homage to Bruce Lee, who wore it originally. Like if you Google the yellow tracksuit, origin, yellow tracksuit 1930s supposed as a lockdown swag. The truth behind Lee's iconic, iconic yellow. So when did it? Grunge, no. Vice, no, can't trust them. Yeah, but I do remember it. Bruce Lee wore it first. The yellow tracksuit. And then Kill Bill did it, you know, as homage to Bruce Lee. 'Cause, 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 'cause No, you still need the boots. Yeah, I can't remember if you get the bits for it. I can't remember. It's social armor, isn't it? So, well, kind of is. Soldier Russell returns. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. No, we're behind someone. Oh well. Someone has been in and is killing all the mobs. Is what it is. One Den Mantis Rav. Oi! I was killing that. Fighting over mobs again. You're enjoying team indeed. So Loxy, probably me. Siljar Russell with the funny. You're about to be hanged, what do? Scare the executioner with a mean stare. Not gonna work. We're a Mantis Queen if you hurry. I don't think we're gonna go that quick. We're waiting on respawn, sir. Did you look away before the gift came? Okay. Matty, hang, what do you do? Stare at the executioner with a mean stare. Roll a 1. Oh, right. He spoiled it. Should have just said. Oh well. Two, can you hear me? Two spots free if you want an invite. I hardly ever bother killing the queen, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, usually, because of the day, it completes the freelancers if you get as far as completing breeders, so I usually just leave it there. It is what it is. Yep. I'm just like seeing it complete. I know, yeah, there is a part of me that totally gets that, so. Excuse me. Yeah, sometimes I know what you mean though. You kind of like, if you want it to be proper. You go with my jet ski powered Slayer morph. It's like, how is he moving across that water? No, just sailing through in a team. That is the way to do things. Yeah, these are looking less and less scary these days as well. One more breeder. I'll remember if you've done Victor Noya Inferno quests. Oh yeah. Quite a few times. For the plausibility ring, yeah. Done him on stream, done him on videos, I think. Shush. So there you go. There's one there where we took Savik's then lower level character to get Ring of Plausibility. It's come up there as well. Try spelling it correctly. Yeah, there's probably a more succinct episode for it, but yeah. I've only done it once, so I wanted to look it up again. Yeah, it's on AOU as well. Guide, Shadowlands, Quest Guides, Inferno. I was sure it was on there. I'm sure it used to be on there. Is it the Spirit's Quest? Is the actual beginning? Yeah, it is. Yeah, with the tombstones, that's it. There you go. Pre-farm the Viper Eye and all the bits. Makes it a lot easier. And the Courier Lizard drop. And then when you're asking for help, it's straight on to the next, you know, part of the quest. Right, Doja, which means Penumbra. We've got a bit of time to kill there. And run from Adonis. We're just as quick. That's no longer OE. Cool. How much MA does this have? 400. Yeah, that'll be why. We'll try to solo it. I think you can on a sufficiently well-built character. Yeah, that agent crit, I'm pretty sure I've got that buff on a hotbar because I get asked for it so often. On my agent. I can't remember the name of the nano, but it does give 11 crit, so. Assassin's Grin. Yeah, I think it could be, yeah. I think it's Assassin's Grin, but I'm not 100% on that, so I'm pretty sure that's the one. Enhanced sure shot. Ah, that's it, yeah. And let's get the map. Yay. Turbo jet ski. The correct name, yes, is that one. We move fairly quick anyway, I think. Not quite 1,000. Then if I cancel that. Then we go at nearly 2,000. A little hard to know where the ground is though, underneath your feet, or where your feet are, so. The Zan Defense Merit Board, free for all at Maitar. Anybody wants it? Spotify, go home, you are drunk. As you listen to Rammstein and Slay in December, we recommend Justin Bieber. What? The actual... Fuck. Oh my God. You could not get more wrong a recommendation than that. Spotify, we recommend Justin Bieber because he paid us lots of money to do so. I think. What do you think, chat? Do you think that's a paid recommendation? Because I tell you what, it's not based on previous listening, is it? Let's face it. I don't think you were going to ask any Rammstein hardcore fan if they'd like to listen to Justin Bieber, and I think I can predict the answer. It'll either be lots of swearing or listen to him what? Scream for mercy? Yes, please. Nothing against Justin Bieber. He's fine. We need these teeny bop stars. It's just when they take themselves too seriously and think they're hardcore something or other, and it's like, no, you're not. There's a bunch of 12-year-old girls like your stuff. So, you know. Don't take yourself too seriously. I mean, the kid can sing, but he's made such a dick out of himself over the years. It's like, it's hard to take him seriously, you know. What was the meme where he was trying to pick a fight with someone and his bouncer picked him up and he just looks like a little kid being dragged away by his mum or something. He can sing, but Canada don't even want him back, right, Evie? It's a bit like us. We don't want what's he called? He's doing a late night talk show thing, but he's fucking awful. I can't even think of his name. He was in Doctor Who once. But yeah, he's a complete cock. I don't like him. James Corden, maybe? I think maybe that's it. Yeah, Britain's like, no, you keep him. We don't want him. I mean, he was in Gavin and Stacey and people kind of tolerated him because it wasn't a bad show, but actually he is a complete tosser. I watched him interview people and he's trying to, like, attack them. And it's supposedly he's doing a bit. It just doesn't play. It just comes across as ill-spirited. And it's like, you're in no position to criticize somebody's creation or whatever. You're in no position. You know what I mean? And welcome to the stream, Evie. Sorry I missed you coming on. Yeah, he's just a dickhead, you know, just, yeah. He tried to be insulting to the lady from, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. She was like a PhD chemist, or similar, who was in Big Bang Theory. She ends up marrying, what's his face in it, yeah. And she told the story where she saw Neil Patrick Harris in a play, but didn't enjoy the play or whatever show it was, and didn't clap, and he was like giving her such a hard time about it. And I was like, really a neck in, Corden? You're in no position. No one would applaud for you. You were in fucking Cats, mate. You know, so shut up. You're in no position to stop that shit. Yeah, he was in that god-awful movie, Cats, yeah. And he was terrible in it as well. Not just that it was terrible, he was terrible in a terrible movie. Little Slayer droid adopted. Kaz, welcome to the stream. I was giving her a hard time about not applauding Neil Patrick Harris or someone, and I'm like, well, do you want false praise or, you know? Yeah, Little Slayer droid adopted. Confirmed. No, he's my dad, really? Could make a start on the Penumbra quest, but I kind of want to do the Shrinking Nano quest as well in Scheol. Even though it's the bloody Scheol quest. Yeah, Britain doesn't want James Corden back either. You will crave for Scheol at 220. Oh, with the chicken. Yeah, I know. Not my first engie. No, I wanted it. It's, yeah, I knew I'd want it because I've teamed with people that don't have it on their engie. I was like, Jesus, dude, get the Shrinking Nano. Nobody can see where we're going in this mission. You know, so. Might do a bit more Scheol, what do you think? Want to buy Shrinking Nano for MP, yeah. Or just something to make the meatballs not be in front of the grid would be good. Every time you use it. This is going to be hard to get Doja. I can tell. the last couple of times have been blissfully easy. You can see one there. I see Fred. There we go. I see Fred. Not Frosty Raft. It's the other rafters. I'm seeing someone killing these. I'm going, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to get a Doja so they don't drop them. Yes, they do. Okay. They don't. Oh my god, I'm not running an XP buff. What's wrong with me? There we go. That's better. And look for the other ones down the side. Otherwise it's demons of water, which are tougher. I had to pay for a nano to remove the annoying breath from MP pets. Yeah, that gets a bit much. I don't mind the, you know, the gears moving kind of sounds you get with engineer pets, but yeah, the others are just a bit too much. Where were we at? Find Dr. Curry. Dr. Curry's the one on the funny little island in Scheol, I think. But to do that quest at any kind of speed, you kind of want to save in the garden. Melee or... No, I've still got the poison injector bracer, so poison damage. Or chem, same difference. It's so annoying when you sit with headphones. Yeah, you're more likely to notice that, yeah. Most definitely. It's a little bright, isn't it? Ugh. My eyes! I can see again! Yeah, she's on that funny little island, isn't she? Frosty Rafter, they drop Dojas. Boop. And boop. Forgot to trim again after zoning. I'm a bad Engie. Dr. Curry is the one near the statue. Oh, you could be right, yeah. Did those two. Did Hestia. Oh, Linguist, yeah. Check our notes on Dojas. So Penumbra. Icy Predators, Vortex Voids, Demons of Water, Icy Shadows, and Frosty Rafters. Not frozen, frosty. Dr. Darnell on the island, okay. And where am I at with the... Find the one who is the same. I think that's where he sends you to the catacombs, isn't it? I always try and do both quests at the same time. There's a lot of crossover, isn't there? I put the heal pet on others so they deal with it. Nice. Roger Iliand, welcome to the stream. How's everybody? Well, okay. Well, I'm okay. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, so we will assume they are. Siljar Russell with a funny. Meanwhile, the last cardboard box on Earth. Yep. That's pretty good. No, that one had nothing and vanished as soon as it died. Okay. Doja, we meet again. Oh, free-for-all multicolored screwdriver. Mytar. Someone's farming Mytar today by the look of it. Bling! 176. The joys of Doja hunting. Yeah, max for title. All the things are max for title, pretty much. Yeah. Yep. Just storing up XP for title 6. Well, Frosty's let us down. Don't really know anywhere else they are except there, to be honest. And I said, Evie, do not drink, I said in her Discord. This is how she can lure me home when I've been drinking. Luring my drunk friends home. You want this? Get in the fucking Uber. Okay. Oh, a taco. Mmm. Yeah, it'd be a kebab in Britain, that. That's the classic, I'm drunk, and that's the food I want kind of food. Although, you know, a well-made one is nice anytime, but yeah. People tend to buy the, you know, whatever ones that after a night of drinking. Any food for me when I'm drunk, I will eat it. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. They get inventive with cooking at home as well. What on earth did you make? Spaghetti and custard. What were you thinking? You know. And other such amazing concoctions. That's all I had in. You know. I had to drink myself drunk to eat small low food. Could not look back at me. Okay. I think it's going to be demons of water once again. Small hove is what? Half sheephead burned with gas flame. Wow. Yeah, that sounds nice. I mean, I like lamb, but goddamn. Don't think I'd want to eat that. Oh, it has an email. No, nothing there. Most say the eyes are the best bit. Yeah, it's kind of an Arabian dish, isn't it, or something? I don't know. I really want sweet and sour spaghetti with Sour Patch Kids. It is. Okay. Oh, some of these ideas for food. These are definitely drunk food ideas. You know drinking impairs your judgment, yes? Norwegian dish, okay. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Will keep it. Has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. So Norwegian, mind you. There's the is it Norway or Sweden that has the pickled mackerel or something? Zinzig, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. How the devil are you? Mac and cheese is also good when drunk. It clogs up the system when you need it most of the day after. The smell is even worse the day after. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, bacon sandwich is the winner for me. Bacon with sausage, fried eggs, beans in tomato sauce. Yeah, that kind of thing. Sweden has surströmming. Yeah, strömming. Worst thing ever invented by man. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Black pudding. Yeah, it's all right. I don't find it... Oh my God, when the light shift changes. No. Oh, it's better. Icy Shadow, give me a Doja. I think Icy Shadows are on there, weren't they? Double check. Icy Predators, Vortex Voids, Demons of Water, Icy Shadows, and Frosty Rafters, not frozen. Trim Pet. There we go. I'm curious what the email is this time. Last time I did was out drinking, thinking I was smart, and then buying a pizza with me from town. Well, yeah, I had the pizza the day after as I'd taken it out of the box and did bring it to bed. Oh, God. Had you not cooked it? You can be very, very ill if it's fresh dough. I'm just saying. He's up very poorly with that. I had undercooked dough in a pizza once. Oh my God, I was sick for a whole day. I was cooked at the place I did buy it. Fair enough. Oh, I see. So you had a boxed pizza from a pizzeria and or an eatery of some description. Yeah, black pudding's okay. It doesn't taste very much though, black pudding. Silly Boy 78, welcome to the stream. Many hellos to you as well. I thought you meant like you'd gone to Asda and got a, ready to cook pizza or something there. Taking it out with you for the night, ready for when you got home. I don't know. How's coming the MANG? It's coming along okay, actually. It's doing all right. We're title capped on most of the skills, so we've got a crit buff, but it's probably not enough. Really. Just trying to get a Penumbra Doja at the moment. Never had black pudding, but I'm a huge fan of black pudding. Blood pudding. Same thing, isn't it? Or are they subtly different? But yeah, black pudding is blood pudding. It's called black pudding. Nutritious. Just what it's made of may not be pleasant for everybody. As the crick chance is going up, you will enjoy MA Angie more and more. I dare say so. That's quite a big buff, 400. Just a shame it's not a green skill like it is for MA, but hey, can't have everything, can you? Frozen, no. Icy Pred. Come on then. I'll just kill this while we're stood here. Ah, Ermite, I hear you like blinds. Have some. So white pudding is slightly different in that it's not black pudding, yeah. Black blood pudding and sugar is lovely. I could have that every day. With sugar? Okay. Yeah, blood pudding is usually a savoury sort of thing with fried, you know, with a fried dinner. I see predator come to me. You must die. Yeah, I like this Slayer droid Annihilator. I always think that's one of the coolest looking pets. God damn, taking some damage here, son. Yay, Doja. Finally. Doink. Right, let's get that handed in. Then I'm making a drink. And then we'll think about what to do next. Like, probably Scheol. I don't think my tasks are suited to someone with your level of experience. You wait, I'll be back. What's cool is I can bring this guy to to all of the event raids. We're going to have to do some symbiont upgrades or whatnot. Or gear upgrades before then, though, I'm thinking. Otherwise, I'm going to get absolutely creamed in Inferno at this level. With level 75 implants and a couple of symbionts. Not really conducive to survival. And we will check the mail. Someone has sent me or something. Oh, let's kill the blind. Imager. I love cats so much. They are so cute. Okay. That one, yeah, that's a very cute cat. I found a Doja chip in Penumbra. Give me XP. Thank you. Goodbye. Inferno quests are so much better. Oh, yeah. If you can calm, my god, yeah. It's just like, no, go away. I don't need you. Poof. That's it. Game over. Of course, someone sent you something because that Drake bracer is pushing my nerves to the limit. Okay, sir. Thank you. Check the mailbox and proceed. Vasali, have a bracer. Thank you. Thank you very big. Yay! And then I only put the Drake bracer on so Drake could leave me alone. Right, okay, making a cup of tea time. So leave you with a nice sort of... Yeah, there we go. Like that. There's a nice view for you. Whilst I go off and make a drink. Right, I shall be back. No, oh, I didn't put the intermission screen on, sorry. Anyway, I'm back now. Pro tip, put Drake Bracer in social. Ah, of course. I think I actually have done that on other tunes. There we go, we've done that. So, Scheol then, I think. I think Scheol is going to be the answer. The running is Vulpoo executes. Improved semi-sentient augmentation. Cloud Vulpoo insight into the Shadowlands. Vulpoo buffs you. Vulpoo, you will be buffed. Siljar Russell. Table throw. Savik will be on to me as well. You didn't do the intermission music. I know, I should have done. Yeah, I'm gonna accidentally give you a trillion. Still only takes what he takes. I don't know why someone got the idea that if you put too much money in, he takes all the money. Like, well, clearly doesn't. I don't know if there is an NPC that actually does do that. It could be. What level is heavy note and tank? 190 to wear, yeah. Yeah, it's the way the animation runs is sort of like yum, yum, yum. It's a bit much to watch. But it works. The perk resetter used to do that. I may be wrong. Could be, yeah. But he wants 20 million, so you're like, you're going to type that in carefully. Now the amount actually matters. Yeah, that's what I did. I just opened up and just traded creds to him without even talking to him. Bribing NPCs is so 2000. Yep. Okay. So Vivant to go and talk to 2 different NPCs. The first one should be along up here somewhere. The one who is what? The one who is the same is somewhere around here. I think. Ah, yeah, there you go. We will talk to them. The one who is the same. I was told to see you. I have time to listen. Because some of these, if you don't say that, the quest doesn't work. So which one has he given me? Yeah, it's the Catacombs mission, which I completely hate. So I'll go and do some more of the scientist one. Wants a word of Orca. Yeah, get the other 2 bits. Okay, we'll farm those. So we're a little bit ahead of the game, and then go find Dr. Curry. I think before we go, I want to talk to the last Elysium Yutto, one that gives you the Catacombs mission there. I think 200's the limit that you can do it at, I think. Quick check on that. There's one that's up to 200. Yeah, one who overcomes enemies. Want to get this done. That's a load of XP, isn't it? But I just need some help with that. But I kind of want to do it before I forget about it, if you know what I mean. Now, what does the guide say? Comma, Etta, yeah, that's it. Chiming music of doom. At least they don't run away, which is good. The Word of Roach, and what was the other? Ancient Insignia. Bobalicious, good evening. Had to scratch my AO itch, so resub the other day. Not many I know online though. Yeah, the old friends lists, I know. It's kind of, I miss my old buddies, I know. You gotta remember, it's 20 years have gone by. You know, one's probably like a corporate director, there'll be another one who's like in a senior position at work with a mortgage and kids, going to college, and you know. Is what it is. We'll take that though. And once I delete some trash, like that and that, I think. And the pandemic has passed. Yeah. So back into work and all the rest of it. We got another funny from Siljar Russell. I should check the memeage. My professor is 74 and he isn't confident in using Zoom, so he's pre-recorded the rest of our classes. Today I watched the first one. He was a Pinocchio doll in the front row because he isn't comfortable teaching to an empty room. So I'm social distancing for this man and this man alone. Fair enough. It looks like this lecture series got more popular. Fair dues. It's got more and more of them. That's cool. Is it a different mob I need for Ancient Insignia? I think maybe it is. Yeah, a lot of people kind of reappeared during lockdowns and stuff, so... What was that game we used to play all the time? Oh, yeah. My God, it's still going. It was kind of like that. We did have a big resurgence. I think most online games did, to be fair. Not just AO, certainly. You know, people, I used to play this game, you know, and now I'm stuck at home with nothing to do. So yeah, it did sort of become a thing again. Ancient Insignia. Cool beans. One's for a different quest entirely, but drops from the same mob. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, quite a few people did stay in game, albeit, you know, not online as often, but still logging in and playing, so even post-pandemic, you know. We've already got the insignias for the other kill. Just going down into the catacombs is a... I can't remember the level range down there, but I think even at this level they're quite tough. I mean, we could try it, but... We'll talk to this guy first. It's Halatian Creed that sends you to kill stuff after this one, isn't it? Took another break, but forgot to add enough cash for the city, so I have to rebuild it now. Oops. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, it doesn't really automatically. Well, I think it does do it automatically now, as long as you leave money in the org bank. Speaking of, I should check that. If I can even look at it on this character. Nope. It's still an applicant. It ran dry. God damn. About that, in 2.5 years, I need to log back in and refill the org bank. Yeah, I know. It's not even a lot of money by today's standards in-game, which is crazy to think about. Inflation is a thing. The longing white. This is why I don't like Scheol. It's gloomy. You're always in shadow somewhere. And we're farming for my first Yalm contributions. Yeah, there was a certain patch back in the old days, and suddenly Yalms and stuff like them was suddenly dropping in every other chest in missions. It was ridiculous. But a lot of people just went, yay, a Yalm, and then they'd find another one and be messaging people saying, come to this mission, I've got to bring a key duplicator. Come and loot this out of the chest. There's a Yalm here. Because, of course, they're all no drop. And it went on for about 3 days, and a lot of people got Yalms. And then they patched it again. Got rid of it. Now, in the first week of Noten Wars, you could buy an Org City Advantage from the store for like 300 creds and sell it back to the store for 800. Sell it back for like 3,000 or 4,000. People just sat there doing it until they capped credits. And it did get reported, and it got nerfed. There was some bug where the sale value was 10 times the cost value, so people just sat there buying and selling them. I never did such a bug. Yeah, well, I did report it to ARC, and they said they already knew, and the devs were going to fix it and whatever. So, but yeah, there was loads of things. The first org banks as well. People used to exploit those. Yeah, when the first big spate of duping happened, they should have rolled back. But they didn't, they left it. They said they'd stopped that particular thing, but didn't roll back the server to cover it. So, which is now, word search I'm going to go and look for a book. Would it be this book that we got earlier? Yeah, apparently so, yeah. But they were ridiculous at one point, and they're not quite so ridiculous. I imagine they still do, in some way, exist. There was also the thing with the account page where someone found a way to get around it and give yourself a free account, an ARC account, and, oh God, all sorts of shit. But they also knew, once they discovered it, they also knew every account that had done it and banned all of them. Every single one. And all associated accounts. So if you'd done it on one of your accounts but had 4 other accounts, they just banned all 4. with no hope of ever getting them unbanned. Capturing the past, find diviner, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's the redeemed one. Which is sad, because some people hadn't really done anything. They'd paid for something, it hadn't got it. And then someone said, oh, I can fix that for you. Give me your login. And then they went, well, okay then. And then got banned as a result and lost 10 accounts with God knows how many characters. But that's the way Funcom is. They're very... don't steal from us, or you will, or we will act immediately, you know, so. Yeah, you see the hackers, and I just think they're cheap, you know. In as much that, well, you know, the game's not that hard to play. Why do you have to cheat to play it? I mean, what's the point? Hey, lag time, everyone. I mean, I guess some people do it so they can EP all over, you know, tower fields and stuff, but it's so obvious that that's what they're doing, which immediately makes it, well, you're not great at all, are you? You're cheating, so big achievement. It's cringy as all hell. It's like saying, I've beaten Skyrim. Oh, well done. And I did it at level 1. My God, that's impressive. Yeah, if you press the tilde key and type TGM... Oh, I see. Yeah, well done, mate. You know, it's basically that. It's like, ooh, cringe. You know, you're impressing absolutely nobody. You're really not. Everyone knows you did it. There was those two dickheads who... I think they got banned off the Discord as well as in-game. Did it with tower fields and like wiped every opposing tower field neutral and clan out and planted Omni bases, and then went on the official Discord with their real names, not on the Discord, on Facebook with their real names, going, praise us for we have brought blah 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 blah, and even most Omnis were going, I want nothing to do with you, you're trash. You're no good, and didn't want anything to do with them, and they couldn't understand why that was. It was like, well, because you cheated. You didn't achieve anything. You cheated. You know, and you just brought shame on everyone. So even their own side thought, you're goddamn awful, you know. So it completely backfired them, and then they got banned as well. Where are you? I'm looking at the dot on the map and I can't see him. Is he not blue named? Should be right here. What's he called? John Scheol. I'm not seeing him. Londis, welcome to the stream. You carried back in 2005-07 when the game still had great population. Yeah, they kind of abandoned it. And what were they making then? That Lego game or something? That just didn't really do particularly well. Or wasn't particular, I can't remember. I know it didn't sell. I was like, how can you get it wrong with a Lego game? It's a massive franchise, isn't it? But yeah, they did some Lego game and they were all focused on they seem to always want to chase the next big thing instead of, you know, working on what they've got. It just seems to be the way they do things. Like now, it's all going to be about. They'll forget people in. I mean, the Conan game, whatever the hell it's called. Ah, there he is. They're going to, find out what it's like soon enough because Dune's coming out, so they'll abandon them as well. It's just a shame that they sort of go, right, okay, that game's up and running, let's abandon it. What? Yeah, it's like, okay, it works, what's next? It just seems to be the way they operate. It's not just them, there's a lot of companies like that, but it's just a shame that they create it. They treat games like almost like they're single player story games or something. So they release the game and patch it a couple of times and call it done, instead of going, well, hang on, it's a live game, constantly finding new players, etc. Maybe we should keep developing it, but they just don't. I mean, look how well Elder Scrolls Online is doing, and how many patches and features and expansions it gets. And that's been, how long's that been out? 6-7 years now? Yeah, constantly generating revenue through subscriptions, yeah. But it just seems to be the way they do things. It's kind of like, shame. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. We gotta go to the Omni thing, the Omni NPC now. Mini-Me has been asking for a gaming PC. God, how old is Mini-Me? EQ1 still gets patches and I know, that's crazy. That's one of the OG MMOs. If it went to $5 a month, yeah. For, all expansions, whatever, and then just upgrade Froob accounts to Sloob accounts for free and make it optional for people that, maybe don't want a Sloob, they just want to play pure Froob. Just give them the option. As a free upgrade, and yeah, that you'd get loads of people with Sloob accounts. Because they'd have 220 Toons, but without research or AI. Or, Zan items and stuff. And they'd still be quite useful Toons to run around with. He's 6. Who do we want? Is it that one? Domnar Roach, yep. He's autistic and actually very good at English. Oh, right, well. The computer might help. Might be a good thing for him then, I don't know. You know your own child best. How do I get out of here? Oh, yeah. I hate watching you play this because every time I want to restart and start playing again, but then I go take a walk and get that out of my system. Sorry, dude. I play because I like it, and I stream it because people want me to. Yes, I'm aware that I may be promoting the game by doing that, and good, that gives me more fun people to play with, I'm not gonna apologise for that. I don't think the language barrier would be. I'll allow the swear. I know how you feel. Still can't let the game go after 20 years. Well, I wouldn't if I didn't still enjoy it. There's no way I'd play it. It's not like I make money by, you know, making YouTube videos about it compared to the people that make YouTube videos about more popular games. I mean, the really big gaming channels tend to be covering lots of different games, and they operate more like personality channels than gaming channels. To be fair, you know, like your Markipliers and all that. They're like a personality channel more than they're a gaming channel. And I'm nowhere near that. I mean, I make a bit of, you know, spare change or whatever, and especially on Twitch, because people can be directly generous and have been in the past, very much so, I think. But I put it all back into making streams and videos better, you know, so... Time I resub, I'm just chasing that old 2004 feeling of playing this game. It's like heroin, it never goes away. It's kind of true. Bling! Master Ball's waving at the chat. Find Dr. Darnell. She is the one in the little island place, isn't she? Thing is, I did stop playing for a short time, but I'd always come back like every 3 or 4 months. I'd come back for a month and then disappear again, so I never really stopped playing in that respect. I think I was away, the longest I was away was about 8 months or something like that. It was during the time the Zan expansion came out, so I resubbed, and everyone was like, oh, the new expansion's really good, and I went, okay, and just bought it. And it was the last expansion or whatever. So I went, everyone's raving about it, I'll get it. I don't want to be left behind, you know, kind of thing. Should we get the samples now? Let's do that. Let's make life easier. 10-year pause, yeah. Yeah, I never dug WoW. I mean, I know it's popular. I know people like it. I just never got on with it. Okay, one sample. That in there. Pop these up here somewhere. What am I doing with these ones? Quality 30. Quality 172. No, they were using them anytime soon. That's part of the quest line. But I think we're done with that bit now. What's this? No, don't need it. What's PoE? Wow. Wow, I know. PoE. Which one's that? Oh, greens. Oh, Passive Exile. Okay. Passive Exile rings a bell. PoE didn't. Think Diablo, but good. Ooh. Shots fired. Isn't Diablo, like, super popular? Okay, and then one from a spider, isn't it? Guild Wars 2. Have I tried it? I've still got it. I played it kind of around launch. I don't think I've played it much since. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. But then I started playing AO and just kind of forgot about it, really. When was that? 2012 that came out? Somewhere around then, anyway. Tons of content. Do you have to buy all the expansions and stuff, or? Oh, these are going to be a pain. No, you're falling into the pit of doom. No, don't do it. Gone. Can't kill them quick enough for them not to run over the edge. Don't go over the edge. Run away from me. There we go. Okay, we got sample. We can go. There's no story. Okay. I might give it a go one night, you know. Never liked the PvP in Guild Wars 2. Is it quite heavily PvP, or is there sort of like adventure to it and PvM, or? Arcade right back after launch though, before the publisher dipped its entire body into the pay-to-win cauldron. Oh, God, yeah. Well, you know, games now are not made by people who enjoy games. They're made by people who are skilled enough to design one, led by a team of profit-hungry corpos. So you basically end up with a casino. Or, you know, a gaming machine in a casino. It's purely there to make money. It has no other purpose. That's how most games are made now. Which is why so many games are shockingly bad. Only lasted 6 months before the publisher ruined it. Well, we've made some money and floated the company. We now have shareholders and a business advisor, and he says nickel and dime everyone in your game. Yeah, well, they did the same with SOTA, Star Wars The Old Republic, which was effectively a WoW clone, apparently. Yeah, PvP gear that's no good in PvM. Yeah, they had that as well. They went back on that Shadowlands where PvP gear was the best PvE gear. Oh, right. It's kind of like the OFAB gear that they did in AO, but it's not really much good for PvP, really. There's a couple of best-in-slot items for different classes, but it's still not the best gear for PvP overall. Guild Wars 2 won loads of 2022 awards. Not bad for a 10-year-old game. Yeah, I can't even remember what it looks like, if I'm honest. It's not AO, though. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else really is quite like AO. That's the thing of it. No game can ever compare to Prime AO. Yeah, I think because it came before, it kind of set my mind as this is how games should be. And that was it. And people still say AO2 when? Never, mate. The world's moved on. The world doesn't make games like that anymore. If you want AO, play AO, take it or leave it, you know, because there isn't anything else and there never will be. No company is going to make a game like AO again. They will make a pay-to-win online game because that's how it... Come on, Scheol, how dark. You know, because that's what makes money. Yeah, AO with 20 years of passionate work and a fresh coat of paint engine or something that's, you know, was better. I wish they could have got the Ogre engine to work with it properly. Because the old video they used to show of the new engine isn't the new engine. It's one they did work on, but then never used. It just didn't work properly for AO. So it was kind of abandoned. MOs like EQ, Monster and Memories. Yeah. Very small team affair. Yeah, that kind of thing is more interesting to me. AO in Unreal 5. Thing is, it's not just the graphics. And people look at it and go, well, just import his graphic. Well, yeah, but that's part of the engine. It's not all of the engine. Some coders say, oh, but it is. And I'm like, no, I've heard other coders saying different. And then they've explained why. And it's even difficult to kind of repeat, but it definitely seemed very different. You know, the NPCs, how they're driven, you know, all kinds of things like that are all part of a game engine that a lot of other stuff sits upon, so yeah, AO's had nothing done for, well, it has had some quality of life improvements and a couple of new dungeons, but that's not anywhere like the same level that a lot of other games get. Okay, not down there. 7 weeks. Any coder who thinks graphics are the sum total of MMO content is ignorant. That's kind of how I saw it, because like people were blaming the graphics engine in Fallout 4 for why Fallout 76 was so bad, and had someone explain the core game engine of Bethesda games is in fact a multiplayer engine. So it's not that. It's not the engine. It's just it had a lot of the same bugs that Fallout 4 had, because essentially it was the same engine, etc. But aha! And of course you stand right on top of it. But I get it anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of core mechanics going on inside a game that are nothing to do with the graphics. But it would be nice to see that. But if you're going to build AO in a new engine, you're going to build AO from the ground up, which would be incredibly difficult to do, because no one really understands what they did originally. Because it was kind of haphazard, because it had to be, because very few people had actually, this is how to make an MMO. There was no, guides on that at the time. It was just, we're making a game that, lots and lots of people can play together in, big open worlds and stuff. The game client is part of it, but it's not all of it. And like I say, I've had certain people that program codes go, oh, yes, it is. Oh, you plebeian, you don't understand. And regard anyone that doesn't know their little niche bit of coding that they work on, as well as they do, to be some sort of, heap barbarian who doesn't know better. And yet, they seem to forget, no, you're part of the human race and therefore susceptible to all the same failings and foibles, which is why you've disappeared up your own arse. Which a lot of people do. Technically, there's an enormous amount of network code. Yeah, has to tell me, when I look at another player, the game then has to say they're wearing all these items, display these visual characteristics, this height, this breed, all that kind of stuff, and where they're standing, XYZ coordinates, and, so I can understand that. Yeah, but there's no incentive to do the job, because where's the money? Yeah. People don't work for nothing. Yeah, there's no will to come in and fix it. Yeah. Anything's fixable with enough effort. It's whether it's just getting the effort to happen is the problem. So when people go, AO2 when? Every time, they come on the Discord, and like, it's never going to happen, my friend. Let go of that. It's just never going to happen. Not in this reality. Yeah, fix for God, Frontran and COBOL. My God, yeah. Now you are talking old code. Even I remember those. I should have sold it to the guy who offered them 3 million. Yeah, you don't honestly think they had 3 million to buy it, do you? I don't. Sorry, but I don't. I genuinely just don't believe, you know, that's the case. I think that was someone using the, I've got 3 million euro to buy the IP, was e-peening and trying to raise, get people to get behind him and say, yeah, come on, fix the game. I don't genuinely believe they really would do that. How would they make a return on their investment of 3 million? Really? It's going to take a long time to have that back in profits. That's an awfully big gamble, you know? Get the DNA samples to someone. Yeah, okay. Shariki, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go quick way back. We'll go to the mission and run back through to talk to the guard. Funko making is like 10-minute drive from my house. I always wanted to work there back when I started playing AO. Yeah. Storm actually visited them. Well, the Norwegian contingent of Storm anyway. We had pictures of the visit on the forums and stuff, which is pretty cool. An Auric with Auric Atmos. I think I don't know if I remember that or I just think I remember that. Can't be sure. Oris rings a bell though. What did that? A ZX Spectrum Master Race. God, I can't remember what it was. Was it basic that used or something like that? I remember working on Commodore PET. You know, with the screen was part of it. It was all mounted together. I actually remember working on those in school, and the BBC B computer built one. It was a kit, you know, you had all the parts and a schematic and instructions for which parts to solder in. There was like 300 components had to be soldered in and whatnot. But I remember building that with my dad. So there would have been 11 or 12 then or something. Not sure. I had more fun building it than using it, so, you know, that's just me. ZX80. Yeah, I liked computers and things, and then discovered guitars. And then went, oh, these are so much more, you know, these just really speak to me, and that was it. That was game over. It was like guitars until, well, till I got a first PC, which would have been around 2000-ish. Well, I got back into computers again. So I had a huge gap. But I remember going round to places to record and do stuff, and the computers started to come into it then. Like Cubase with all the MIDI triggering and things like that. And I remember the first time I saw Pro Tools and like was amazed. There was just no, you know, there's no tape hiss because there's no tape, and, you know, thinking, wow, you know. I've been yabbering away so much I forgot where I was going, which was to the guard at the bottom of that ramp we just ran past. ZX80. I remember the ZX81. I remember that, but that was off the shelf, wasn't it? Like the ZX Spectrum. Remember playing Manic Miner. And what was another one? Attic Attack. I thought was pretty good. Running around throwing little axes at stuff. It was all sprites and stuff like that. It wasn't very complicated. But I thought it was amazing. I remember 3D Draw on the ZX Spectrum. And it taking like a whole day to render 3 seconds of movement. And then you just watch the movement back going, wow, it's Tron. You know, it was like that. And Cubase, 30 add-ons, CDs and sound samples, yeah. That's my first real memories of modern computers, I guess, was when they started to creep into, you know, into music, because I was going into studios to do session work and that. And they were like, do 4 or 5 takes, and I was like, okay. And then instead of having to physically splice tape or bounce record it over, they just picked it up and dragged it, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing. You know. We'll do the DNA samples. But yeah, I remember being quite blown away by that. Some things are better in analog, some things are not. Did lose some warmth from tape and vinyl, but a lot of what makes vinyl sound good isn't the vinyl. You can't get the low sub bass on vinyl. It would just rip the needle off the arm, you know, but it was the way the amplifier responded to the input signal that really made the warm, cozy, sort of womb-like sound of vinyl is primarily the amplifier and speakers. They're what made the sound, and it's in no way an accurate representation of what's on that vinyl. But it did sound good. And it was recorded in such a way that it would sound good through that medium, rather than, you know, a digital medium, which is very, very harsh and very telling and whatever. So it's you know, it's less of, it's the same art form, but it's working in a different medium, very much so. Going from, you know, tape and vinyl, going over to digital and MP3 or whatever. My God, it was so clean, that was the thing. I can remember using a scratched record as a drum machine, because it would loop perfectly a bit of drum, which is nuts. Deliver the receipt to Dr. Darnell. We will do. We'll save here as well, which I kind of don't want to do because I want to stay saved in Inferno, but what the hell? If we're going to do these quests, it's going to be quicker using this. Oh, no longer saved in Inferno. It's alright, I can get another insignia. It's got to run the whole arse way there. Good audio equipment. Tell me about it. I'm surrounded by it here. But it does sound better. I know people go, oh, does it really sound? Yeah. Yes, it does. A good preamp and microphone sounds way better than a cheap ass preamp and microphone. Way better. Yeah, it does. I mean, if you listen to my early Let's Plays, I'm talking through an SM58 straight into an interface and then trying to fix things in post. Whereas now you're hearing the preamp, which is a DBX 286S rack mount. Well, it's a preamp and compressor limiter with a bit of EQ and a de-esser on it, which I don't use the de-esser. I use the limiter and the compressor just to keep everything quite even and nice sounding. But that's it. I don't need to do anything else. And then whatever I speak on, I sound the same. I don't have to, you know, add VSTs and stuff to try and get it to sound right. It just comes out, you know, the line output just comes out done, you know. And it's such a quiet preamp as well. Really good quality one. And then because the compressors and everything are working in analog, their quality is massively higher than working in, you know, a digitized 320-bit rate kind of thing. You'd have to be at, you know, 500 12 kilohertz, 48, whatever, some astronomical thing, Neve said, to get the same level of stuff. So it does all that in analog, the compressor and limiter. They're all working in analog, and then that is then fed into my audio interface through line in. So yeah. So it sounds that what you're hearing is what's coming out of the preamp. That's it. Nothing else. No filters, nothing. Yeah, the Helix is, but the thing is, before it's applying effects, the signal is digitized first, then they're applying the effect to it after the fact, whereas this is applying the effect and then digitizing. And lots of people go, oh, you don't do it that way. Yeah, you do. I've worked in studios for 30, 40 years. Yes, you fucking do. It's as simple as that. You're wrong. Yes, you can do it that way. Oh, but if you don't like the way it sounds, then change the fucking knobs on the front of it, you numpty. Same as like a guitar amp, you know. Yeah, I was the early ones I was recording in the living room with grandchildren making noise in the background and TV was on. So, yeah, now I'm in, a dedicated room for it with proper acoustic treatment, a better quality microphone for this sort of thing, a good preamp, so yeah, those things add up. You can buy more character slots, he said. Right, what are we doing now? Deliver the reference library to Dr. Hestia. Right, well, it's quicker going the other way. Yeah, well, that's the wall behind me. Have I got... That's the unit. That's my preamp. That's the DBX. That's what's in front of me looking up into the corner. So we've got proper bass traps in the corners and like every corner of the room has got those in it. And then the ceiling as well. So more or less that's what's in front of me now. Except I've got a third monitor over here now. And when I'm listening to stuff to master it or, mix things in videos and stuff, I'm listening through the Yamaha reference speakers. Looks like a pillow fort. Yeah, but those, see the cubes in the corner? They're 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. That's a 32-inch monitor in front of me. Yeah, that was before I did the ceiling. The naked bulb above me as well. That was before I had the DBX. That's my old preamp on the desk there. And before, that was pillows on the thing. That was a pillow fort is what I used to have, was that. Even with the microphone. And the microphone just went straight in. Pretty much, so... Yeah. Unironically, a pillow fort. Yeah, and carpet underlay. It does help with the high frequencies, but it does not stop mid and low frequencies. I think when you go from that to, this, a little bit, it feels a bit more professional when you come in here. That was all thanks to people being generous on Twitch. That's what that was. Right, Dr. Hestia, not Mirador. Not the court. Highlands, that's what we want. Yeah, I did it bit by bit. I didn't do it all in one go. I think that's the thing. If you cost to do it all in one go, it is quite expensive. But if every month you just get another box of tiles and do another area and then and then spend the next month get and do a corner and so on and so on. Spread it out, it doesn't seem as bad, but yeah, it is a lot. Do I perform live? Not anymore, no. I used to be out every weekend and during the week, gigging every night and then getting up and going to work in the morning as well, so it just gets harder and harder, you know. It's you're finishing work 7, 8 o'clock at night, or even 5 o'clock, you know, and then dashing home, loading up the car with all your gear, your amps and everything, and then, you know, you drive into a venue, you get to the venue, unload the car, get everything set up, sound check, hang around, do the gig, finish the gig, and then pack everything away, carry it out with all the drunk people there, pack it back in the car, drive home, unpack it all, put it back inside the house, and then you're going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning, you know, for very little money when you think about it. And yeah, eventually I just went, I'm just done. I'm too knackered to do this anymore. It's not like, I mean, if you're at the superstar level where a road crew does all that and all you've got to do is get yourself ready, walk on stage, and perform, and then when you finish, walk off stage, go have something to eat, chill out. Yeah, it's a different thing, but that's not what happens for most people, you know? What do I see here? The fox burrowing, mate. Has he burrowed all the way through? He's trying to listen. What's he doing? Yeah, that was listening when they're doing that. When your dog's doing this, they're trying to listen. Oh, right. Yeah, I think I've got old videos of me playing live. I mean, that intro's me. Yeah, I got old videos of the band. I had to pull quite a few because I got copyright claims on them and stuff, but you know, so there's me on that side there. If I play this on stream, I'll get a copyright cover. There's quite a few there. I did have a lot more, but I had to pull them, unfortunately. Searching for the unknown. Not now. Here, go to the necropolis and look for evidence that might have been used. Did I pre-farm it? I don't think I did. Ooh, what's this? Lesser miniaturization. Yay, we got the first one. How much crit have you got on your Engie now? Not sure. Probably 11. As much as I've got from... Yep, that one buff. That's it. Not enough, really. We had this with the MA Trader as well. It wasn't until they got their crit drains and all that. Yeah, some I got to be nice. Yeah, just start stepping it up bit by bit, isn't it? Did I pre-farm that? I don't think I did. Before I go chasing after it again, and then it says, you already have this unique item. Pretty sure I didn't. Show HUD 3, please. HUD 3 is defensive research at the moment. Want some IGOTs. I might even have some spare ones, I'm not sure. Put a +5 on from the Reck. You want me to go to the Reck? Are we going to have a break and go to the Reck? We'll get this thing first. My beacons are cooling down. Doo-doom. No hero landing. We'll get this item, hand it back, try and farm a thing from the wreck, and then call it a night. It's getting a little late for me. Just saying. Is all of this stuff grey now? I hope so. That'll make it a lot easier if it is. Yeah, I know the scope you mean, the +5. Dropped off the... I know the mobs, I can't think of what they're called. Entwined something or others. Don't want to sound that commanding, but +5 is something to have. Is it triggering your OCD as well? No, you've got the wrong HUD thing in. I cannot watch this any longer. The depravity. Won't someone think of the critage? I get you, mate. I get you. Well, this is pleasant. Nothing's aggroing. Yay! This is when you should go to Adonis. So you don't have to deal with the trash round here. This is just get the gravestone bit, isn't it? Which one drops it? I can't remember now. Is it the passive aggressives? Are they aggressive? They are. Cool. Didn't want them running off the edge again. Bobbylicious, I'm off to bed. Have a pleasant evening again. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to see you on stream. Was them there? Drop something useful in the quest line. Yeah, there's these and then the thieving spirits, isn't there? Yeah, that was the thing. There we go. We got it. Can't see any thieving, actually. But you need 3 different drops from those, don't you? Aha! There's usually quite a few more, so my guess is maybe someone's been... else has been here, trying to get them. Siljo Russell! Player, if I cast Resurrection on my enemies... on an enemy's leather armour, would a cow form around him if the soul is winning? What? Sorry, it was a strange thing to ask. Yes, it was. Hey, that's all 3 then. Because they're unique. Oh. Come here. Right, okay, so we're going to go to the wreck and get a scope just to appease Vulpu. He's tripping out because I haven't got one on. You know what we don't need? We don't need the gamma boost. We're not in Scheol anymore. Scheol could have much more dramatic lighting. At certain times of the day, it does. And it would be interesting if they froze time of day there for that part of the day where it's actually quite dramatic. Why did I leave Tia? I'm silly. FPS in tier. You guessed it. Basically 100 because there's nobody here. Oh, stuff it. Let's have some RTGI as well. Oh my god, the frame rate, 85. But the ambient occlusion's quite nice. Back in the day, the fog of time when I learned about coffee. Also, +1 crit. I remember when the whole game was super crit focused, and then it kind of became not so much. And I think it was Shadowlands was the culprit for that. As in, you know, all the weapons that had really good crit but terrible min damage suffered like hell and became unpopular. Suddenly it was all, oh, min damage is the way, you know. Yeah, everyone was shotguns, you know. As much crit as you could get. Yeah, the 1 to 333, as soon as your crits were still not bad, but not as good because the high ACs on mobs there. And then your lows were super low, you know, so suddenly it became, what have we got? what have we got that's good, you know? Yeah, so you've got to find the balance, like you say. Once your AR is sufficiently high and your crit is sufficiently high, you're fine. And plus, back then, you couldn't get crit as high as you can now unless you were an MA, and even then, not as high as you can now. And my pets have completely let me down. Jojo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Don't know where my bloody pets are. Come on. Nope, still haven't warped in. Pet warp doesn't always work. Kind of annoying. Yeah, traders are good boosting. Well, they drop the crit resistance as well as boosting everyone else's. Yeah, MA trader's great with the crit drains. Where the heck are my pets? Finally! Kick this thing's ass for me. Don't you dare be late again. That's better. You need taunt box again? You do! Have a taunt box. And you have a siphon box. Yeah, traders just make raids so much better because everybody's doing way more damage. And it's not just the skills that are higher, it's that the mobs are so much easier to crit on. Yeah, the X79 raids or something like that. Kind of nuts crit on it. So once you've got those and crit drains, yeah, you're good. They got a super high crit. So when they do crit, they hit like never trust in taunt box. No. That's why we use the trimmers as well. Need to build. Someone handed me these. Oh, we got the stripped merit board, which is not as good as the one we've already got, but it does have treatment on it as well. Treatment for 10. What do you get on the... You don't get any on that one. So it's worth picking up if you... For a treatment HUD. Even if you're not going to wear it on the regular, you know? Can't live without the trimmers. Yeah, this one is set Agdef 100. Kind of useful. Taunt box on the thing now. It does do stuff, but not as much as we might like. Doesn't make your pet a, you know, a mob magnet. It's not Mongo. Is it those slightly higher level ones that drop it, or is it any of the mobs that drop them? I can't remember now. Can turn off RTGI. There we go. Looks slightly flatter, but it's still okay. I'm sure it's just these guys that drop them. I know it's the guys on here. Zara Eve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Not sure what the drop rate's like. I don't remember it being particularly bad though. I kind of seem to remember it being relatively simple to get. Like it wasn't here for hours and hours or something like that. I can't remember if it's specific mobs that drop it or just any. I seem to remember it being any, but... Just wait a sec. There you go. We've got to get the crit thingy from Entwine General. Oh, maybe. We'll do that then if that's the case. Medusa Elite is a bit tougher than I was expecting. 215. Ultra long compound barrel 151. That's quite a handy drop. If you want to make a Paren sniper. Madeline, or Maiden, have a good rest of your stream. Gotta leave or I'll give Funcom my money again. Fair enough. Don't let me detain you. Okay, we've got Entwined Colonel here, and an Entwined General. Yeah, they're not as tough as the other one, so I think we're alright. Doggo, no! Oof. Got some damage on it. Thank God. Do. Sitting down. I think it was that one who was doing the damage. Nope. No scopy. Rooted me as well, little git. I'm guessing it's Maiden, but I don't know. Hopefully. That's the general you meant, right. Oh, come on. Nope. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it was just decided, nope, we're killing you. Bar steward. Right. I must wreak my revenge. No more res shock. Right, okay. I think I can do everything just with general buffs. Need to buy the other two as well, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, pets are still okay, so... Thought we'd out-leveled most of everything in the Reck, but obviously I was wrong. Nope, still no stellar buff for you. Okay. Thing is, I could go in with a high beam and just go kaboom, dead. You know. Yeah, it is. It's green over the trees, and then as soon as you come out of the trees, it's like an environment thing over where the trees are. Right, where was that bar steward? Where's it gone? There you are. No, I think Space Quest was hidden there now. It does that all the time. Have you twinked the aggression enhancer? Oh, she's on me. Well, I'm gonna sit here till you're not on me. You aggressive git, because I want to finish buffing. Right, naughty list. Trim. And doggo. Also trim. Oh, the Medusa things come back as well. Great. Just what I wanted. Don't want to end up fighting all three. That'll be a pain in the arse. Right, she's jumped down there. Got this Medusa thing again. Talk to the pets. See, this one's 215. I don't know what level the general was, but... Oh, for fuck's sake. Now I got both of them. Trying to not fight and just heal. But I couldn't get my nano pool all the way back up. Because I was in aggro from this general. Is not Blizzard. Keep taunt box on that one. Siphon on the other. No, it's just a kernel. We'll all kick that one's head. I thought we weren't taking a lot of damage there. Right, let's get the other kernel out. Ads everywhere, always bloody ads. Why are you going to go at me? I'm doing nothing. I'm just sat here minding my own business. Gonna end up dead again, aren't I? Why are you on me and why are you not blinded? Need bigger first aids. Somebody healed me then. Because my first aid won't do that. Push it. Go for it. That's better. Oh, it's back. We got her. I think somebody helped though. Damn. Another merit board. Core and close areas. I mean, can't really use that on here, so. Damn. All that fighting for very little reward. Because reasons. Go get a scope, I thought. It'll be fun, I thought. I'm gonna run out of first aid stims as well. Should have got outside buffs as well. Damn! Time are we at? Ooh, it's getting late for me. Shame you couldn't put the board on the pet too. Yeah. Yeah, they do hit quite hard given their level, yeah. There's a few mobs in game like that. There's the Black Hat and Crypto Cracker mobs in Varmint Woods, which are part of a quest line. But yeah, they can hit surprisingly hard for their level. Look. There's a Rumba before Rumbas existed. Or whatever those auto floor cleaning things are called. Mindlessly killing mobs till we get the drop we want. Oh god, there's a few of you. I always feel lower levels your defense isn't so strong on engineer. It is later on, but your ACs are kind of nutty. And your pets hold aggro better, so... Not a scope to be seen anywhere so far. Damn. Nope. I'm not having a lot of luck. Damn you, RNG! Why do you hate me so? Can't see any dots anymore. We wiped the whole place out somehow. Oh, God, motion blur is back. Medusa Elite. Do they drop anything or are they just annoying? I know they're in lure, they're part of the entwine thing. Flowering, yay. Or a cool implant. Vehicle water. Must use that. Until I upgrade implants, I'm not getting much more defense looking at it. No. I'm running out of time here, folks. Go outside. Come on, grey trash. Fight me. You're just gonna run away now, aren't you? You were in runaway mode, I could tell by how quickly your bloody health is regenerating. Stop it! It's like being in Penumbra all over again. Watch one of the Lobby mobs drop it. Sod's law, innit? Spend all that time and effort fighting a big one and It'll be the lobby that drops it. Siljo Russell with another funny. Those Candy Animal Shelter. Yeah. Just because someone's big doesn't mean they're mean. Comic Spirit Hunters in Adonis for the Sanquesh. I feel your pain. Oh, yeah. You do it and everything's running away. It's so much fun. Because when mobs run away, if you're not aware of this, they go into runaway mode, so they start healing up at a ridiculous rate. Plus they're running from you, so you keep not hitting them as they're running, and their health is just going doing, 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 doing. So they keep dropping the board. We don't want board. Keep your stinking board. I has one. I want a scope. The Spirit Hunters don't run. Yeah, same with the Demons of Water. They'll fight whatever, grey or not. It's kind of better. Yep, big burly guy. Oh, little cute kitty cat. Another board. The board seems to be flavour of the month tonight. Why am I... Where have you gone? Fucking pets. Get here. Stood there like a lemon hitting pet attack. Wait, what? Pets? Oh, just completely ignore you and run off in this direction. Come on, last one. Nope. Okay. Is end of trying. Cat brain, yeah. You've got to keep remember pet follow, pet follow, pet follow. Otherwise, it doesn't. It will just... as soon as you attack, it then drops. Instead of to follow, it goes into guard mode and looks for anything aggressive near you or that's aggroed on you. And I can understand them designing it that way, but it's a pain in the ass. Kill blind before you flag. There we go. Yes, I'm going to leave it there. It's coming up for 11:15 now. Right, so thank you all for coming along. Thank you for the memes. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for all the other stuff. Anyone else streaming Anarchy? No. They are not. Well, okay. Well, there's Rubicar, Newland City Waste Management, but it's just like a camera feed, so... I mean, it's cool, but it's just, you know. Good night, all. Thank you all for coming. It's always a pleasure to see you. And I'm going to go. Friday, I'm back. Same time, same place. And we'll do another Grace giveaway. Ooh, and then Saturday, of course. Saturday is Aliens Day. Okay then, folks. Thank you all once again for the follows, etc., etc. And I will see you all on Friday. Okay, folks. Bye for now.